What's good, y'all? This is another episode of Bay Heart Talks. I'm your host, Original, and today I have a special guest with me, who I met in Pensacola by the name of Top Shef.
Top Shef, man. What's good, man?
What's good, man? Hey, man, I appreciate you for inviting me out here to your home, man.
Hey, man, for sure, man.
Yes, sir. And on my travels here, it was like life changing. Like these hills, this nature, man, it's something different.
Yeah.
It's something different. I had stopped in Montgomery, and I did a little bit of hiking. And when I tell you, like, it was so peaceful. I didn't see no snakes. I did see a little bit of bugs.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit of different nature than Florida, for sure.
Oh, you ain't got nothing but moisture down there.
Yeah.
It be humid up here, but in Florida, it's moist.
Man.
Y'all be having them termites and stuff down there. We got them too, but y'all be having them.
Hey, like when I first moved to Florida, I said, oh, this is where Men in Black was shot at, because they had about 16,000 different bugs.
Yeah, you see some stuff in Florida you don't see nowhere else.
Man, and it's the crazy part is like some of them bugs is actually like created in the lab, and so they got like at least 16 different bugs I've seen that I've studied that literally got created. Like they got a love bug. I don't even know what's the point of it, but it's two bugs together, right?
It's an interesting topic. Y'all need to look into it too, because I ain't never heard of this, but I wouldn't believe it, because if they creating foods in the lab, which is life, they can create bugs in the lab, which is life. Which it means they can probably create other things in the lab, which is life.
All right, my man.
Need some aluminum foil, bro.
Oh my God. Hey, be having it on everything.
Yeah.
Phone, computer.
Man, I need that, man.
All right. So, how is it? First of all, let me ask. Where are you originally from?
Really, 20, 30 minutes outside East Birmingham. Really grew up in Leeds, Alabama.
Okay.
Only thing Leeds is known for, home of Charles Barkley. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Charles Barkley?
Yeah.
I did not know he was from Alabama.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, so you learn something every day, because I ain't even know that.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I think his folks still live up there. They got a big old house up there and stuff.
Okay, you just answered my question. Okay. So you know them personally, or
Not personally, man, but a lot of folks from Leeds, they done seen Charles Barkley around. My dad himself recently got pictures with Charles Barkley and stuff, because he be in Leeds. He in Leeds sometimes, but you gotta catch him. But other than that, man, yeah, pretty much Leeds most of my life, or in the country, man. On the country.
Was it growing up in Leeds?
It was cool. It was quiet, because by the time, from what I know, there used to be a lot of junk going on in Leeds, but it kind of got cleaned up by the time I had got a little older and could see what was going on. So it was cool, quiet. It was a small town. Everybody really knew each other for real. But there's a lot of dope in Leeds. There always has been. But
So how did that impact your life? As a young man growing up, did you feel like you needed to find a different way?
I mean, yeah, I moved out of Leeds. Stopped living there when I was 15. My mama moved me out of there because she thought it would be a better place for me to be, but I ended up getting in more trouble in the country. So, yeah, I mean, if I would have stayed in Leeds, though, I probably, it could have had a negative impact on my life.
Okay, I respect that. And so how was school life? What high school did you go to?
I went to Leeds High School only for a few months in 9th grade, and then I went to St. Clair County High School for probably 8 months out of the freshman year, and then I got put in an alternative school, and then ended up having to drop out because went to juvenile and all that. So got my GED and got out of school and all that, but it worked out better for me because I went ahead and got my career going.
I respect that you said that, because everybody has their own journey. So, you know, if, you know, I would say
School ain't nothing but an indoctrination system anyway. The smart people, the smartest people that don't do good in school, it's a reason they don't do good in school, because school, it ain't working. It's indoctrination that ain't working on them. That's why they struggle in school so much, and they don't pay attention, because they really the great ones, they the chosen ones.
That's real. That's real. But I was also gonna say, you know, with your journey, you never know what parts was gonna teach you something. So you getting your GED, you know, may have brought you certain people in your life to teach you things. You know, there might be a teacher that, you know, helped you through that moment. Would you say so?
Yeah, I mean, many. I just learning off of everybody's situation for real. A lot of I've had a lot of older people in my life to teach me wisdom, so it's not like I haven't had no good guidance. I've always had some good guidance, but it's my choice to find out on my own. You know what I'm saying?
It always is. So, did you have any certain influence that you can actually point out, you know, as a young man growing up?
Well, number one thing, man, I always wanted to be a rapper. Ever since I was a little kid, I like rappers, and I've always been drawn to that lifestyle, so it's what sucked me in, and that's what I got in trouble with, just trying to be a thug, trying to be what the rappers promote, and that really had a huge influence on my life until, you know, I started being myself, and now, like some people say, I got that flavor now. I'm just being who I am now.
That's right. That's right. Now, but you grew up in Lee County, or
Leeds, Alabama.
My bad. So you grew up in Leeds. From Leeds, you moved to Birmingham.
No. I moved to Odenville, Alabama, country part of Alabama.
Okay.
About 30 minutes outside of Birmingham.
Okay. All right. And so, what about any influence there? Did you have any positive influence there that you would say that kind of, you know, kept you on your journey?
Man, to be honest, the most positive influence that I had was when I got in those juvenile situations.
Okay.
Getting away from my home was really when I had the most positive role models around me, because, you know, as I got older, I realized, you know, even my folks wasn't really leading me in the right direction. So escaping my environment is where I found the leaders. So like people that like the juvenile officers in the programs I was in and stuff, those people, I can't name them, but you know, they taught me a lot, and they had an impact on my life. And I think that going through those situations, it made me a man, and it made me more patient. It made me have a lot more self-discipline, and it made me want to try to achieve better for myself in life.
Okay.
I feel like that going through that situation was essential for my upbringing.
Okay. So now you went through the juvenile system, and you kind of understood the system as you were going through it. How long did you stay incarcerated?
It was 3 different times. First time was a little 2 weeks.
Okay.
The second time was 3 months, and then the third time was 9 months. And you know, that was big for me at 17. And but I learned a lot, and it really self-disciplined me. At the end of the day, it really made me stronger. Sometimes I'd be missing it. Used to exercise and all that, so it was really good for real.
So do you ever think about those disciplines anymore? Like, man, I need to get back to how I was when I was 17, when I was incarcerated and I had a certain focus that had me disciplined. Do you ever think about those times?
I don't think about them too much like that.
Mm-hmm.
The only times I ever think about that is when it comes to, like I said, exercising. Look,
Okay.
I was in that mode. I was so consistently exercising that I was addicted to it. So yeah, I kind of missed that, being addicted to exercising. Because I don't exercise currently, but you know, I've been trying to get into it, man.
Hey, no, and you know what? It's one day at a time. Like,
Yeah, man.
even if you just walk every day up and down your block, that's gonna get that muscle memory. Like, okay, I remember something like that.
I do contracting work on the side, man. So I do a lot of heavy lifting anyway. So I don't need to go to the gym. I got them strong muscles from the work. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
I'm in the gym, but not in the gym. You feel me?
I understand. And so, after you lived in, what is the city name again?
Leeds, Alabama.
No.
Oh, Odenville.
So when you moved from Odenville, did you move to Birmingham?
Yes, when I moved out of my mom's house, I got an apartment in Roebuck. It's a place in East Side, Birmingham. And,
Okay.
Yeah, I got a little taste of that living in Birmingham. Roebuck's not too bad of an area, but you know they still got some stuff going on out there. I didn't really trip out hearing gunshots, but it always tripped my girl out and my dog too. So like, and I ain't grew up around that, so we got up out of there. I'm back in the country now. But it taught me a lesson, like, because of the things I was doing, I was scared that people was gonna kick in my door and shit like that. So like, I can get up out of there, man. Cause you see me, man. I don't need to be, you know, a place like that ready to get my door kicked in.
Nobody. I definitely don't want my door kicked in.
Hell no.
By no police, by no person, nobody.
Yeah.
So, you know, the time that you did live in Birmingham, is there any influences that you may have ran across then?
Man, the most positive influence in my life really is God, man. And because the reason I say that is because now that I'm looking back on these times in my life, I mostly had just negative influences. And really, you know, people say you got to look within yourself, but it's not, in a sense, you should be selfish and always worry about yourself, but you got to distance yourself to get right with God, man. You can't look for God through an object or another person. So really, when I got alone and started listening to God, that's when I started making more positive moves in my life. You feel me?
I understand.
Cause I mean, I'm just being real, bro. Most of the influences I can think about, they just was negative.
I appreciate that.
Cause at the end of the day, most of this world is toxic, and that's why we trying to be the light in the world, man. We trying to be, you know, we trying to be positive and really bring true love back to humanity. You feel me?
And that's what it's about. It's about, you know, healing and showing love. I was just even reading Proverbs chapter 4. And most of what I got out of that whole chapter is to turn away from wickedness. Do not listen to it. Do not be around it. And if you are around it and you do listen to it, you are as wicked as them.
Yeah.
Because you're allowing it in your space. And so I definitely agree with you on that. You know, turn away from the wickedness. So now that you lived in Birmingham and stuff like that, where did you get your influence from becoming vegan? Well, by the way, are you vegan?
Yeah, pretty much vegan.
Okay.
I'll say that I eat meat occasionally now. But
hey,
I eat so much plant-based food now. I'm pretty much vegan.
No, but listen. I don't feel like you should have to defend yourself about how you eat. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people that do cook vegan food and they're not vegan. So that's okay.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But I asked you that because people are gonna want to know.
Well, let me just say this. Now that we talking about it, the goal is to open a restaurant one day where we have a whole vegan side and a whole, meat side, what people are used to. That way, because growing up in Alabama, one thing I struggle with is going out to eat with family members. Most of everywhere out here, there's nowhere that I like to eat. So if I had a place where we could all come together and unite, the vegan could eat good, the gluten-free person can eat good, and the carnivore can eat good. We can all sit at the table and have a good meal together. That's the goal.
Real. That's real. That's real. That's real. Man, y'all heard
It's free game right there, man. But the difference is I be putting what I say into existence. Y'all gotta be by that too.
That's real. That's real. All right. So,
Lord willing.
Man. So, what does a meal prep look like for you in a day?
In a day?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I only eat one meal a day, man.
Okay.
And to be honest, it could take me 4 to 5 hours to cook a good meal. But sometimes it's cause, man, I be putting
4 to 5
I be
hours?
putting that work in though. It's like
No, it's not that. That's bad. I'm like, dang.
I be slaving.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
'Cause I'm
hard
talking
work.
about 2
It's hard work
hours.
being in that kitchen, man. It really
No,
is.
it is.
It gets hot when you got the oven on. It gets really hot in that motherfucker, bro. Like,
Man. Hey, but you really put that love in there, though.
yeah, man.
Y'all, so I tried Top Chef food at the Pensacola Vegan Fest. Shout out to the Vegan Fest. Man, when I tell you that food was fire, that food was fire. I'm talking about, I'm eating, I'm like, matter of fact, you brought some food.
He
for
had
me,
to come
right?
back and get mold, and then I only had one left. I was like, bro, you can have it. he bragged on the reels pretty much more than anybody else. For real.
Man, that real, man, let me tell you. And I'm a vegan that really don't too much care about like meat substitutes. So like I be chilling, like
With the jackfruit ribs, and we got some of that good collard greens, Southern style.
Ooh-wee. Man, this look good right here. This look good right here. And it smells good. I mean, it smells so fresh. And like, my first idea of eating food is to is to smell it. Excuse me. It's to smell it. The reason why you smell your food is to get all the smells of the textures and all the seasonings into the food, so that that's the first way you eat. Because it also, and study this, it also calms your nerves and stuff down before you eat, so you won't eat so fast. Because a lot of us, when we eat so fast, we not even tasting our food. We just kind of scarfing it down. You know what I mean? And us as a society, we taught to eat so quick and then go. You know what I mean? We always want to go. So me, I smell my food like, Ooh, them ribs. Them ribs.
Hey, I can dig it though, man. I can dig it. Your stomach got lag time anyway, so the slower you eat, you'll get more food with a tiny portion. If you eat it really slow, you'll get food with it.
Yeah. So, have you thought about doing a like a frozen version of this?
Frozen version?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about a way people could shop internationally or
Mhm.
nationally.
Even in the States.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I've given thought to it. I think that the reels are definitely freeze worthy for sure.
Shoot, this
I've
mac
never
and cheese.
frozen to test the flavor.
Y'all, this mac and cheese right now. It got that pull to it.
The butt said he been fasting too, so
Y'all,
that's that stuff
I'm
been
trying
making
so
eyes
hard.
water.
I'm trying. I just told y'all about eating slow, right? I just told y'all about that shit. This mac and cheese
Hold
so
up.
good. Hold on, y'all.
You know he got the extras too. He got the top shelf, the
Yeah.
Southern collard greens.
You know what I'm talking about? Top Chef, baby. Ooh, look at the green though.
And when that plate run out,
Bro, you ain't put no salt in these, huh? No.
shit, barely.
That's good. No, that's good. That's good.
Look, I use salt, but
I don't even like salt.
I don't like to use a lot either.
No.
You don't need it, bro.
No,
You
no,
don't need it.
no. So, my point is, there ain't no salt in these, but it's flavorful. Very, very flavorful.
Oh yeah.
It's a very, very savory taste. And a lot of times when I'm at home or like I'm at my grandmother's house and I eat their greens. Now, don't get me wrong, my grandmother's greens are good, but they're very, very salty and they're tasteless because so much of the seasoning drains out the greens. You eat greens to taste greens, right? So you want a green taste. This has a green taste. It's really savory and it's soft to the texture.
I ain't gonna cap though. I like adding vinegar on top, man, but not
I
not
don't
everybody
taste
like
it.
that.
I don't taste it. Like literally, I taste greens and like a savory taste. And savory is usually like maybe some garlic. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe some onion powder.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like real soft tasting. That's really good. You know what I mean? When it comes to greens, because you always want that green taste. You know, like kales or spinach. You want to taste spinach. You want to taste kale. You don't want the seasoning to drown it
We
out.
don't need no neck bones and stuff. And look, my mom, she's not vegan at all. She's really not even interested in the vegan food. But she told me it was this one batch of greens I made. I made it vegan.
Mm-hmm.
She said it was the best greens she ever had. Didn't need no
Okay.
meat in it for flavor or nothing like that. I don't eat pork anyway, and that's how everybody makes their greens.
Or pork or turkey necks.
Yeah. I ain't never had it with no turkey necks.
Now the rib got like a fire, like fire.
Yeah, they got some kick now.
Ooh.
They got some thumpers.
And see, I like when people season and have that little bit of spice, cause everything's nice. Like what?
Well, in Alabama, it shouldn't be that much of a problem, you know.
Mhm.
People season their food down here, but I got some family members from up north.
Mm-hmm.
I can add a little spice in there. It's gonna be spicy for them now. I can't cap. I think that's why they say white people don't season food, because the folks up north don't be seasoning the food. Down south, we all season our food. White,
That's
black,
true.
don't matter what color we is.
That's true now. That's true, cause it's a lady that cooked vegan food down in I want to say Land O'Lakes, a white lady. When I tell you, her motherfucking food is so good. That shit good as hell.
And soul food, it really ain't just a black thing. It's white folks' food too down here. It's a southern thing.
Yes, bro.
Soul food is a southern thing.
Have you seen the lady that went and tried? She found soul food in pretty much not every state, but a couple of different states. And she went to like West Virginia. She went to Mississippi. She went to Florida. She went to California. Well, she's from California, but she found soul food. And she went and found different people that cook different cultures soul food. And, you know, one thing that everybody had in common, they either had black eyed peas, mac and cheese, but you know, different meats and stuff like that. So soul food is it never had anything to do with a culture. It came from the soul. That's what it did.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, a lot of the soul food here in America is fried with that. Here in the South, anyway, they take that chicken and they fry it in that oil, that motor oil.
What
Way
you talking about,
back in the
canola or peanut?
canola oil, peanut, cottonseed, vegetable. That's really what most of it is, cottonseed oil. And from my understanding, may be wrong. You got to do your homework.
Okay.
Cottonseed oil is toxic. Cottonseeds are toxic in nature. They had to modify them to where it's not toxic, or maybe it's in the way they process the oil to make it non-toxic. I mean, it really still is toxic, but
So you telling me vegetable oil is cottonseed oil?
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm telling
I know that.
Look, if you're gonna
Make sure y'all do your research on that.
look, the oils is a tricky thing, and that's why it's a lot of carnivores. They want to go back to tallow. That's what they used back in the day. Beef fat, animal fat. That's what they fry stuff in. Buffalo Wild Wings still uses that.
Wow.
They don't use seed oils, apparently, so they say.
So they say. Everything is so genetically engineered as well. Y'all, this food is so good. I can't make this up in my Kevin Gates voice. So, what is one culture or food that influenced you?
I really take a fusion of everything. I mean, I do the soul food because that's my local culture as far as the food goes. But when I cook for myself, man, I like to do a lot of Thai stuff, but infuse it with I really like a lot of Jamaican style food too. But I like to, and I've been to Greece, so I like Greek style food. But twisting it all together, just fusing it together, doing stuff that people ain't never done. That's what I like to do.
So, all right, let's stick with Jamaican. What is something that inspired you from the Jamaican culture that you cook now?
Really just the jerk flavor. That's basically just the flavor of the jerk seasoning that they make. With the allspice, the combination, that whole flavor. That's the most important thing that I got from Jamaican culture, bro. And just putting that flavor with different things like making jerk stews and like jerk pastas. You can add jerk flavor into the mac and cheese. Incorporate it with things that
jerk mac and cheese.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's a thing. They make it in Jamaican spots. They got jerk mac and cheese sometimes.
That's
what they put jerk chicken in and everything.
Have you ever made curry vegetables?
Curry vegetables, yes. I made curry. I make this Thai squash soup that's really good. And wintertime coming around, so I'm gonna get my soup game on.
So we grew up in Leeds. You moved to Birmingham for a slight second, and then dang, my whole mind kind of went.
Moved to Birmingham for a slight second, then I shot back out to the country.
You shot back out to the country, and that's where you became vegan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so now that you are on your vegan lifestyle, where's somewhere in the world you would travel to try vegan food?
In the world, Okinawa, Japan.
Ooh, okay, all right.
They still have a lot of meat products in their diet, but very small portions, and it's occasional. But yeah, I would definitely love to go and check out their diet for sure.
What is something in Japan that you just dying to try?
As far as the food for vegan, honestly, that's why I need to go to Okinawa to find out. Because I don't know. But
one of their delicacies is ramen bowls.
Oh yeah, ramen bowls. Yeah, I can mess with some ramen bowls for sure.
And when I tell you, just from hearing about it, their ramen bowls are so completely different there, and they literally probably go in the morning, go down in the woods or the fields, and they'll get all their vegetables
fresh out the field. Yeah.
Broom like tea, and then have a fresh ramen bowl. Put their onions in there.
That's how we should all be living, man. We should be growing our own food. If we grew our own food, we wouldn't have to go to the stove. If we didn't have to go to the stove, we wouldn't have a grocery bill. With the government, bro, most things here are made in China, but America makes its own toilet paper, because if America can profit off you wiping your ass, they will.
Wow.
Not every country uses toilet paper.
Mm-mm. Nope. Most countries
Nowadays,
use but yep.
I got one in my house.
Nope.
And a lot of people, they be weird about it. My brother say it's gay. He
Mhm.
must be gay himself or something, because he gotta clean his ass out good.
You better. Because you can get colon cancer.
Yeah.
And colon cancer, one of the most high things about getting colon cancer is people don't clean their system out. People don't fast or anything like that.
Nobody ever fasts. Most people nowadays go their whole lives without ever doing a fast.
Man, I remember, I forgot, it was one, I think it was a mob boss, and I think he died with over like 72 pounds of meat inside of him. Yeah. When they did his biopsy.
Golly.
Because he never digest a lot of his stuff. You know what I mean? So he probably was
It's
stopped
sitting
up.
up in there, because that's what meat does. It takes a lot longer for your body to process the meat.
Man. So, you know, I'm pretty sure the viewers want to know, are you single? Are you married?
I'm married, man. I got a wife. So, the ladies, I guess y'all gonna have to be out of luck. You know what I'm saying?
So, what is the marriage life like?
It's clean, bro. It's great. It's the only way to be, man.
Mm.
I mean, even if you want to have multiple wives, that's on you. But I mean, don't be out here just. It's better than just talking to a girl. Being married, everything. But it's an investment, though. You gotta put that work in, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, it ain't just about yourself no more. But it's great, man. It's worth it too.
Okay. And what are you really creative on like date nights? What does a date night look like for you?
Man, I just like to be simple, bring home some flowers, and then later on, just cook a dinner. Since I'm the chef, it kind of just come natural, I guess. And then, set the table with a tablecloth, and put some candles down.
Bro, I know she love that.
Yeah.
Cooking?
For sure.
What?
And then, like,
It is vegan, y'all.
yeah. And it's a partnership thing, bro, because she wash the dishes, I be cooking. I ain't gonna lie. She be washing them motherfuckers for me, bro.
So I want to stick to that partnership, right? And I respect that. Now you took your vows and you're valuing them by doing your manly duties. Did you ever think before that you would take this time to have a partnership?
A partnership like I have now?
I'm sorry. Let me go ahead.
You asking, did I ever think that I would?
Do you ever think you would be married? Do you ever think you would?
I don't know. I never really had a stance on it. I've always been kind of where, just go with the flow type guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got engaged in 2021, so I mean, when I finally got married, it was in the works. You know what I'm saying? It had been a plan for a while. But when I was a teenager, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Just kind of living life.
I hear you on that. So, what is next for Top Chef? In the industry, like what is something that you want to accomplish? We don't really have to tell me your goal, but what's something that you want to accomplish, in the next couple of months?
Man, trying to give more of my services to the people. I'm trying to, provide service to more people.
Okay, so what services are you providing?
Man, I want to do an all vegan wedding, man. Like cater for a vegan wedding.
Okay.
Try to get on a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday parties,
You know, I love doing the pop-up events, and you know, because I get to meet people like you, bro. You know, eventually, you know, people tell me I should get a food truck. You know, but like I said earlier, I'm gonna go with the flow type guy. So I'm gonna see what happens. Right now, I'm just doing what I know how to do, and we're gonna see what God provides for me.
Okay. And can you tell the people where they can find you?
Man, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Top Chef Food Creations, or Top Chef _Food Creations.
And that's Chef with an S, right?
Yes, Top Chef with an S.
Okay. All right. Well, my man, I appreciate you for coming on the show.
Sure, man.
You know, keep on thriving.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
on thriving. All right.